Happy February. Welcome to yoga for this month. So glad that you guys could join me. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to start standing today or seated in your chair if you prefer your chair. And then we'll move into a body scan for the end. So go ahead, grab all the things that you have at home. If you don't have blocks, you can grab some sturdy books, a mat. If your floor is a little more slick, just be mindful of what sort of socks you're wearing. Maybe wear something a little more grippy. And then take your time. Just a gentle reminder that this is your practice. So if it feels best for you to do something that I'm not doing, that is totally okay. Give yourself permission to listen to yourself and honor where you are today. So to get started, whether you're in your chair or you're standing here on your mat, I want you just to take a moment and notice how the bottom of your feet feel. Maybe you notice the texture of your floor or your socks beneath you. Maybe you notice how you're standing. Are you putting more weight on one foot versus the other? Just noticing for now, just noticing. And whether you're seated or standing here, take a moment to just lift your feet up. Noticing the sensations here as you lift. Maybe you shift more side to side, maybe you lift more up and down, just noticing here. And then allowing your feet to rest back on the floor. And then seeing if you can evenly distribute your weight between your big toe, your little toe, and your heel. Allowing the ball of your foot to press into the mat here, allowing your heels to press into the mat. Depending on how your arches are, if you're like me, your arches may be flattening into the floor, but seeing if you can find a little bit of lift in those arches away from the floor here. Standing nice and firm here. Noticing how your feet feel rooted in this posture. Noticing the strength of your feet, those roots, maybe even that grounding, rising up through your shins and calves, up through your knees, up through your quads and hamstrings, all the way up to the top of your head, rooting here, finding that strength, those roots, allowing you to stand or sit tall in your chair. And we're going to inhale our shoulders up, exhale them back and down, palms face towards me. Let's take another inhale in and exhale, sigh it out. Leaning into the strength those feet are providing as you're grounding here, rooting here. Feeling that strength coming out through your fingertips, up through the crown of your head, standing tall and firm here. Inhale in and exhale out. Making sure you have a bit of a bend here in your knees. We're going to start to bring some movement to our hands here. So take a nice inhale in and an exhale out. On your next inhale in, you're going to start to bring your hands in towards each other. And then exhale, bringing the arms up. Inhale, open. And exhale, closing them together. Inhale, bringing them in towards your heart. Exhale, pushing the hands away. Inhale, lowering the arms down. And exhale, dispelling, bringing those arms up. Inhaling them back in towards each other. Exhale to rise. Inhale to open. Exhale, bringing those arms back together. Inhale, bringing those hands in towards your heart. Exhale, pressing your hands away. Inhaling to lower. And exhale, bringing those arms back up. Inhaling your hands towards each other. Exhale, allowing those arms to rise. Inhale to open. Exhale, once again, bringing those arms towards each other. Inhale, bringing your hands in towards your heart. Exhale, pressing those hands away. Inhale to lower. And exhale. Let's do that again. Inhaling in. Exhale, allowing your arms to rise. Inhale to open. Exhale, bringing those hands back together. Inhaling in, bringing those arms in toward your heart. Exhale, press away. Inhale to lower. And exhale. Let's do that again. Inhaling. Exhale to rise. Inhale to open. Exhale, once again, bringing those hands back together. Inhaling your hands in towards your heart. Exhale, pressing away. Inhale to lower. Exhale and let go of anything that's not serving you. We're going to do that again in silence this time. One more time, inhaling your hands together. Exhale, allowing your arms to rise. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Inhaling your hands in towards your heart. Exhale, pressing them away. Inhale, lower. Exhale. This time, inhale, allowing your hands to come back down towards you. And exhale, let go of anything that's not serving you. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale one more time. Exhale, release. And inhale. Finding stillness here. Seeing how that resonates with you. And then take a moment, shake out those feet. My mat is extra sticky today. That's okay. And then once again, bringing your feet back flat on the floor here. If you're standing here with me, you're going to bring your feet wide. If you're seated in your chair, heel toe, I'm going to do my non-stripy side here. So heel toeing your non-stripy side out. And then you're going to turn those toes out. If you're seated in your chair, your foot might be more towards an angle. If you're standing with me, turn those toes towards your wall or your window. Your heel, if you're standing here, is going to sort of line up with your arch here. Whether you're seated or standing, start to bend that non-stripy side, that plain side, and straighten. And we're just going to bend here and straighten. Bending one more time. Holding the bend here. If you're seated in your chair, you're probably already in this bend, bringing your arms up and lowering them down and back up. And we're going to hold here. Option to stay looking towards me or look over the fingers of that non-stripy side here. And we're going to start to play a little. So as you inhale, you're going to exhale, flip that hand and reach back. And then inhale back to the center. And just exhale, just back and forth here at your own rhythm. You can do this whether you're standing or seated. And then pause here in the middle. And then we're going to go the opposite direction. So inhale, and that back arm is going to come up. And then inhale. And exhale. Feel free to go at your own rhythm here. Just getting a little bit of a side stretch in. And coming back to the center. Bringing your hands down. If you're seated in your chair, heel toe your leg back in. If you're standing here, just going to turn those toes. Take a moment, heel toe them in or walk in, and just give yourself a little shake here. You can feed the chickens if you prefer. And then we'll do the other side. So if you're standing here, bringing your feet wide one more time. Turning the toes on the striped side this time towards your wall or your window, your door. And then bending your knee and straightening. And bend and straighten. This knee is very talkative today. Bend and straighten. We're going to bend and hold here. If you're in your chair, heel toeing your foot out. Option to stay with your gaze towards me or looking over the fingers of the striped side. And bringing those arms down and back up and down and up and down. We're going to be here and hold. Same thing on this side. Inhale and exhale. We'll inhale and reach to exhale here and then back to the center. Exhale and center and exhale and center. Other way this time. Inhale and exhale, reach. Inhale and exhale, reach. Inhale and exhale, reach. Coming back to the center here, lowering your arms down, heel toeing your feet back in, and giving them another little wiggle or feed the chickens one more time. And whether you're in your chair or standing here, we're going to come back to a little more narrow stance here. You can also utilize your wall if that's better for you as well, inhaling both arms up. And then exhale, soft bend in the knees, forward fold here. If you've got blocks or a sturdy book, and it's better for you, you can place your hands here on the block or the book. Keeping your eyes open in this posture, but allowing your head to hang heavy. Shoulders to be heavy here. And then carefully roll up. Inhaling both arms up again. And exhale down. Roll your shoulders up. And back and down, palms face towards me. Taking a moment to check in and see what your feet are doing. Did your awareness go to a different part of the body instead? Are you still grounding in, rooting in with those feet? It's okay if you're not. Sometimes it, takes a while, a little bit of practice to come back to rooting in or grounding. Just like with anything that we do. So give yourself a bit of grace if you found yourself shifting maybe into your favorite side or a little more forward or back. But now that you're conscious and aware, taking a moment to make sure that once again, your feet are rooted or grounded in to the floor or the mat. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bend at the elbows. Inhale, both arms up. We're going to exhale, forward fold. Shifting those hips back. Nice soft bend in the knees if you'd like. Keeping your eyes open here in this posture. Continuing to breathe as you hold the posture and not your breath. Sometimes it feels good to maybe stack one hand over the other and press. Get a little bit of a stretch to the shoulders here. And then carefully bend your knees. And roll up. Pausing here with your hands at your sides or down at the arms of your chair. Once again, noticing what your feet are doing. I noticed that I started to go to my usual and roll my feet out towards the outer edges. So I'm going to gently remind myself to evenly distribute my weight here between the big toe, the little toe, and the heel. Noticing the weight or the sensation of the ball and the heel pressing in to the mat here. Trying to lift my arches away a little. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, roll them back and down. Inhaling them up. And exhale, back and down. Pausing here to breathe. Noticing how it feels to be rooted and breathing here. And we'll take about 5 more breaths here in the silence. And shake that out, lifting your feet up maybe, or even taking a moment and feeding the chickens. And now from here, give yourself a few moments to grab a chair. If you didn't have one already, grab blankets, pillows, whatever's going to be helpful for you to sit in a supported posture. You can even maybe come against your wall here. However you can safely do that, whatever that looks like for you tonight. We're going to start to get ready for our body scan. So I'm going to sit here on the mat and go through it, but you feel free to grab all the things that you need. There's no need to rush. And if there's another stretch or something that you wanted to do, feel free to take some time to do that as well as you grab all the things that are going to be nice and cozy for you. Allowing yourself to move in your space, settle into your space with some ease. And this is your gentle reminder that this posture should support you. So at any point, if you feel the need to move, give yourself permission to do so. Don't hold a posture that's going to be painful or make it so that you're focusing on how that posture feels instead of allowing yourself to go through this scan once we start. So give yourself that permission at any point to adjust. And as you continue to settle in to your posture, giving yourself a moment to orient to your surroundings as they are now. Especially if you maybe started your practice standing with me, giving yourself a moment to orient into this space and how it feels to be seated or have your legs extended or be pressed against the wall. You can sit on a cushion, you can be on the floor like I am, or even in a chair. If you're sitting in a chair, I encourage you to make sure your feet are flat on the floor. Maybe they're connected to the earth or your yoga mat or whatever may be beneath them. If it's comfortable for you, sit forward in the chair so that you're not leaning back against the back of the chair, avoiding a collapse in the spine or a rounding in the low back or shoulders. But if that's not comfortable for you, feel free to sit back. If you're sitting on the floor, you can sit on a cushion with your legs crossed in front of you, or you can even sit with your back against the wall. Most importantly, find a position that will allow you to feel comfortable with your spine supported and your mind alert for the next 10 to 20 minutes. You can rest your hands wherever they feel the most comfortable. Maybe that's in your lap. Maybe you prefer one on each knee. Whatever comfortable place you can find. Allow your gaze to soften. You can allow your eyes to close halfway or even close completely. When you're ready, bring your attention to the physical sensations of touch or pressure where your body makes contact with the chair and the floor. For this body scan, the purpose of this practice is not to change anything or to feel anything in particular. You may feel different, relaxed, or calm, or you may not. Instead, the intention of the practice is to simply bring awareness to any sensations you feel as you focus your attention on each part of your body. If you find your mind wandering, gently bring it back to awareness of your body. Next, bring your awareness to the physical sensations in your abdomen. Becoming aware of the sensations there as you breathe in and breathe out. Take a few moments to feel the changing sensations and notice how they are different as you breathe in and breathe out. Having connected with the sensations in your abdomen, bring the focus of your awareness to the toes on your left foot. Focus on each toe in turn, bringing a gentle curiosity to the quality of sensations you find. And just know what they feel like. Maybe a sense of tingling, of warmth, of pressure, of pulsing, or maybe even no particular sensation. When you are ready, let go of the awareness of your toes and bring your awareness to the sensations on the bottom of your left foot, bringing a gentle, curious awareness to the sole of the foot, feeling all the sensation there. Now bring your attention to the top of the foot. Then to your ankle. Now move up to your calf and your knee. Detect and simply note, as best you can, all the sensations in these areas. You might think of your awareness as a spotlight, moving slowly through your body, bringing into focus any sensations in each area. If there are areas where it's difficult to detect sensations, just feel as much as you can. Continue by bringing your attention to your left thigh. Notice the sensations there. Maybe you feel the pressure of your leg against the chair. Continue by bringing your attention to your left hip and waist. Throughout this exercise, your mind will inevitably wander away from the breath and the body from time to time. That is entirely normal. It's what our minds do. When you notice this, gently acknowledge it, note where the mind has gone off to, and then gently return your attention back to the area of your body. Next, bring your attention down to the toes of your right foot. Continue to bring awareness and gentle curiosity to the physical sensations there, and allow those sensations to just be here as they are. Notice what you feel in the bottom of your right foot. The top of the foot and the ankle. Maybe you feel tingling, warmth, pressure, pulsing, or maybe no sensation at all. Bring your awareness up to your calf and shin. And then to your knee. If you feel any pain or discomfort in any of these areas, just be aware of it, and as best as you can, let those sensations be as they are. Now gently guide your awareness into your right thigh, noticing the sensations there. Then to your right hip and waist. Feel your weight on the chair or the floor or the wall and all of the sensations there. Now move your focus slowly up to your abdomen. Feel it rising and falling with each breath. Now move your awareness into your rib cage. Just feel as many sensations as you can. And then move your awareness up to your chest and shoulders. If you notice your thoughts wandering, or if you become distracted by a sound or get restless, just note this as thinking, sound, or restlessness, and gently guide your attention back to the sensations in your body. Now guide your attention to the fingers of your left hand. Feel each finger separately and the places where the finger connects to the chair, the ground, or your body. Now move up into your palm, then your wrist and forearm. Notice all the sensations here. Now move up into your elbow, upper arm, and shoulder. Notice any tension or tightness. Next, gently guide your attention to the fingers of your right hand. Feel each finger separately. Notice any tingling or urges to move them. Notice if there are fingers you are unable to feel as well as others. Now, guide your attention into your palm, wrist, and forearm. Notice all the sensations there. Next, focus on your elbow, upper arm, and shoulder. Notice any tension or tightness. Let your attention now come into your neck. Notice if there is tightness or tension. Be aware of the areas in which it is harder to detect sensation. Next, bring your focus up the back of your head. Bring awareness to your left ear, then over to your right ear. And then bring your awareness into your forehead. Focus on the sensations in your face, your eyes, your cheeks, your nose. See if you can feel the temperature of your breath, and if that changes when you breathe in and out. Feel any sensations in your lips, your chin, and your jaw. Finally, bring awareness to the very top of your head. Now, after you've scanned your whole body in this way, spend a few moments being aware of your body as a whole and of your breath flowing freely in and out of your body. And if your mind begins to wander, coming back to the breath, just inhaling and exhaling, noticing your body as a whole. And as you continue to inhale and exhale, as we start to transition our practice, bring to mind something that you are grateful for. Noticing the sensations in your body that gratefulness brings up for you. Allowing that gratefulness to cover you from the top of your head all the way down to the soles of your feet as you continue to inhale and exhale. Reminding yourself that these sensations of gratefulness are always with you. And at any point, if you need to call on them, you can come back to this moment, either physically or in your mind's eye. And being conscious of your body in your space, starting to slowly and gently bring a bit of movement, maybe taking a stretch overhead, maybe shifting in your chair or on the ground here side to side. And if you haven't opened your eyes, maybe starting to blink your eyes open a bit. And coming to the posture that you would like to be in to close out our practice today. Maybe taking some half head rolls here. Orienting yourself back to your space. And because support precedes action, we'll close out our practice today with a bit of our loving kindness, our metta meditation. You are supported. You are happy. You are healthy. You live at peace. And one more time. You are supported. You are happy. You are healthy. You live at peace. That is my wish for you as we continue to move throughout this February. I am statements are powerful. So that's why I said it as you. So I'm believing that with you, that this February, even if there's trials and tribulations, you can come back to your grateful moment. You can come back to this space of support that you not only created for yourself, but that we create together for each other throughout our practice. Let's take a nice inhale in through the nose and exhale, sigh it out. As always, thanks for joining me. It's always a pleasure, and I will see you next month. Have a great February. Bye for now.